so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. Akawo Emmanuel, thank you for joining. Welcome, 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 welcome. Please share the broadcast as you join. Share the broadcast on your WhatsApp group, share the broadcast on your platform, share it. Ebube Divine, thank you for joining. Share to family and friends, share to any place you belong. Keep sharing so that people can join us. Share to all your friends, share to neighbors, share to our enemies. Let them come and hear our point of view. Keep sharing. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining this broadcast from. Iheme Brighto, thank you for joining. Wherever you are joining from, I appreciate you and thank you very much for joining. And I say happy weekend to everyone that is joining. Wherever you are connecting from, I say happy weekend to you. It is a weekend, a time that people relax and have rest. Do the necessary things, some do their homeworks and do some domestic jobs today. It's a free day, weekend. Many people have rest day. Some don't have their rest day, but majority have their rest on weekend. So I welcome you all who have decided to spend their weekend with me here on this broadcast today, doing the needful. Remember what we do on this platform. We come here to encourage Biafrans. We come here to set the record straight. We come here to speak to our fellow Biafrans and let the world know our own point of view. We come here to make sure we destroy all the blackmails and propaganda against the Biafran people, against our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, against our Supreme Master Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we do here, to encourage each other. And this platform you are watching from, if you are coming here for the very first time, is an autopiloted platform under the Chukwuka Abiyama himself, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa, and on the leadership of Master Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand, speaking the truth at all times. We don't come here to push blackmail. We don't come here to push propaganda. We don't come here to preach hate, but we come here to speak the right thing and defend what is right. That is what we do on this platform, and we will continue to do so. No matter what the enemy does, no matter what the enemy says, no matter how they try to stop us, they cannot succeed in stopping us. We will continue to send out this message, and whether they like it or not, we will choke it on their neck to hear. That is why we are still embarking on the radical evangelism. So as you join me today in this broadcast, I applaud you to kindly share the broadcast in your platform. Make sure that you share to one person. Every one of us that is in this program today, make sure you reach out to one person. Convert a soul today. Reach out to one person. Because this very program we're going to do today is very important. Very, very important. It's a word that every one of us must hear. Very important. Every one of us must have to pay attention and listen carefully to what we have to discuss today. It is an important discussion that is going to affect every one of us. You and for I. So we have to pay attention. We are going to talk about a very important issue. As you look at the topic that I chose today, in that topic I wrote, you can't accept enslavement and act as a freeborn. Be what you've accepted. You must be what you've accepted. There's no way you can accept enslavement at the same time you'll be acting as a freeborn. It doesn't happen. If you accept enslavement, you must have to act like a slave. If you're a freeborn, you must have to act as a freeborn and reject enslavement. There's no way you can accept enslavement after accepting to be a slave, then you come to the palace and you want to come and begin to act like a freeborn. It doesn't happen anywhere. But that is what we see in the Zoological Republic. That is what you see in the life of some of us Biafrans. Some of us Biafrans, that is what we see in your life. You see some Biafrans, they have accepted and embraced enslavement. At the same time, they want to act as a freeborn. It is not possible. It is not possible when you have given your birthright out, when you have sold yourself out for enslavement. Your master cannot allow you in his presence to act as a freeborn. He's not going to take it light with you. He will fight you with every, if possible, he will take your life. That is a fact. So I want every Biafran to put this very thing in your head. And when I make this speech, I'm going to elaborate. When I say you cannot accept enslavement, at the same time you want to act like a freeborn. When you look at what is happening in that Zoological Republic today against the Biafran people, starting from Mazen Nandekano himself, our supreme leader Mazen Nandekano began to preach the message of freedom for us, began to tell us whom we are, and what we deserve. Mazen Nandekano break the world into pieces for us to understand where we are going, and whom we are. He brought the message very, very close to us for us to know that we are not slaves, that we are freeborn. He preached that message. The message wasn't only to the Biafran people, to every indigenous tribe in the contraction called Nigeria. Wherever you are, know that you are a freeborn. Some of us Biafrans decided to throw away our freedom. Some of us, because of peanuts, because of what we eat, because of cheap popularity, you threw away your freedom and you accepted enslavement. Today, your acceptance of enslavement is playing out. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, came on board on the same message, reminding you whom you are. That you are a freeborn. You're not a slave. You are a freeborn. That there's no way you can be a slave, that you're a freeborn. Master Simon Ekpa came and he reminded you and he told you to stand your ground, continue to stand and stand firm. Don't look anywhere. It is your right to get your freedom. It is your right to have your own nation. It is your right to be whom you want to be. Some of us rejected that. Instead of listening to that very comment, some of us decided to play into the hand of the enemy. You sold your freedom and you accepted enslavement. And after accepting enslavement, you want to come and act like a freeborn. You are joking. You are a joker. You are a joker. You only lose your life. And that is what is playing out today. After all the cry we have cried and shouted, Mazen Nandekano started telling us, it is time to go home. It is not even start today. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu started telling us, it is time to go home. Mazen Nandekano came and told us, we have overstayed our welcome. We have overstayed our welcome in the Zoological Republic. We have overstayed our welcome. We are not wanted. We are not needed. You refuse to listen. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, came and break the world into pieces. He brought himself very, very close to us. When our supreme leader Mazen Nandekano was around, so many of us who could not be able to have access to him, so many of us who could not be able to reach him. Today, you have Master Simon Ekpa and you can reach him. You can talk to him. You can say anything you want to say. You can call him by his name. He brought himself very, very low to the level that everybody can be able to communicate. Yet, you rejected him. You are still playing into accepting enslavement. And after accepting enslavement today, you are coming to parade yourself. You want to rub shoulder with the master. How do you think you're going to succeed? You will never succeed. The moment you sell yourself out and accept enslavement, the moment you sell your birthright, you can never ever get it back. Some of you who are Christians, you remember the story of Esau and Jacob. I think it's Esau and Jacob, yes? Esau and Jacob.
Yes.
You remember the story of Esau and Jacob? When Esau sold his birthright to Jacob? You heard how the whole story went. Was he able to get it back? Was he able to get it back? For a pot of porridge, he sold his birthright. And from that moment onwards, he never remained the same. He never got it back. Never, ever. That is how dangerous it is for you to accept enslavement. Today, you see the kind of attack you're seeing against the Biafran people. Mainly the Igbo Biafrans. You see the kind of attack against them. Why are you seeing those attacks? Why? You are seeing those attacks because you have accepted third-class citizen. You have accepted enslavement. After accepting enslavement, now you want to come and contest election. You want to come and contest a president. You want to come and vote election. Those who call themselves first-class citizen and second-class citizen. First-class citizen, they are voting uninterrupted, no disruption. They contest, they win. And you that have accepted enslavement, you want to come a slave that you call yourself. You want to come and rub shoulder. You want to put yourself on the same pedestal with them. You are a mad person. What it will only bring is death. Your master that you have sold your birthright will fight you with anything possible, up to the extent of taking your life, if he has a way. He will fight you with by all means possible. And that is what is playing out today. The earlier you begin to move to the right direction, the better for you. You accepted enslavement after Mazen Nandekana have taken his time to open all the locked doors. Every shackles they have used to bind you and me, every one of us, those shackles they put in our hands as slaves, those shackles, those chains they are put in our hands, Mazen Nandekana used more than a decade to pull it out and throw it away. Our spokesperson, Mazen Samaneko, came, began to make sure that that very shackle did not come back again. That shackle was thrown away. Shackle full of lies and propaganda. They told you you cannot survive on your own as Biafrans. They told you you are better off in a big, wide Nigeria. They told you that it doesn't matter who becomes the president. They told you that you are landlocked as a Biafran. Blatant lie. I just posted a video on this platform where one of our Biafran brother was explaining how open the land of Biafra is. It is so shocking that this enslavement, even the people you call intellectuals, the people you respect so much, they have accepted this very enslavement. They accept it. That is why somebody we respect so much, somebody like Ebubedike that we respect so much. Somebody like Ebubedike will respect so much, an actor that you all know, came and began to tell us that our land is landlocked. That Biafra land is landlocked. And people believe it. The elites, they preach it to their children. They transmit it and they tell people that we are landlocked. These are part of the shackles they used to hold us, to make us enslaved. And people accept it, that you are landlocked. I posted a video that our brother made. How open Biafra land, that we are even the ones who have the closest access, the closest and the most deepest natural access to the sea. It is the Biafran people that have the closest and natural access to the sea. Not one, not two, not three. They caged you. They enslaved you by cutting you into pieces, and you accepted it. They started with the lie of telling you that the Southeast is 5 states. They are telling you that the Igbo Biafrans are only in 5 states. A blatant lie. And even up to today, the people you call elite are still following the same step of the zoological approach, the same step of the enemy, telling you that you have only 5 states. The pieces, this old southeastern region, the old southeastern region, which is the Biafran land, they decide to pieces it and begin to call some Niger Delta. They call some South. And the people who are supposed to be free accept that chain in their hands. They put that chain in your hand, and you from the South, you accept it. You from the Southeast, you accept it and you promote it. It is so sad.
Only the Igbo Biafrans alone, the Igbo Biafrans alone are in 12 states of that contraction. The Igbo Biafrans are located in 12 states. I am talking about indigenes, their own inherited land. It is not occupation. It's not some people that travel. It is not like these ones they are talking in Lagos that they want to recover their land. I'm talking about indigenous land of the Igbo Biafrans. 12 states, 12. But they caged you and gave you that enslavement. And to my greatest surprise, the same people who chain we are putting in their hand, they don't want to remove that chain. Mazen Nan, they can use more than a decade to preach and tell you, this chain, throw it away. It's not meant for you. You are a freeborn. But today, you will still see somebody with an Igbo name, Igbo first name, Igbo surname. He speaks Igbo. You will ask him, what is your tribe? He will tell you it's not Igbo. Even the ones that claim to go to school, they claim to have certificate. So many of them who claim to be doctors, engineers, professors, they open their dirty mouth to sell their birthright because of porridge. You sold your birthright because of porridge. Just because you want to be relevant. Just because you want to be relevant in the face of your enemy, you decided to accept enslavement. Now, after accepting this enslavement, all of a sudden, you want to begin to act like a prince. Are you not insane? You are insane. After you have embraced enslavement with your two hands, you worship enslavement, you preach it to your children, you accept it, you talk about it. If somebody like Pete Edochie, with all his wisdom and knowledge, with everything he knows, come out and tell us that Biafra land is landlocked. Just imagine what other people will be saying. This is a Biafran, an Igbo Biafran in Biafra land. But this is a blatant lie. A lie that even the people who respect help them to promote and push forward. And after they have helped them to promote, after these people who call themselves elite have helped them to promote the lie, have accepted enslavement, they have accepted third-class citizen. The next minute you are coming to contest, and they expect that when you conduct election with those who put themselves as first-class citizens, that you're going to win them. Are you not mad? You must be insane. You must be insane. The earlier you come back and begin to revise all those nonsense and talk about your own nation, the better for you. The only way for you, first of all, is to reclaim that your freemanship. Reclaim your freeborn. You are a freeborn. You're not supposed to be a slave to anybody. It doesn't matter what they have. But in this Republic, they have succeeded in conditioning the mind of the Biafran people. So many, all these people that parade themselves as elites, every single one of them that parade themselves as elites, they have accepted enslavement. It doesn't matter how rich they are. It doesn't matter how educated they are. They have been made to believe that it is only when you accept to be a slave under a Fulani man that you can be able to strive. That is why today, look at all the people who claim to be rich in Biafra land. Go and read their comments, what they say when things happen in Biafra land. Go and watch the argument about intimidation of their people. Go and watch the argument about the attack of their people. These are people who have sold their soul. They have comfortably accepted enslavement simply because of porridge. Simply because of porridge. And after selling your birthright, all of a sudden, when you come out now to begin to measure yourself with those who have made themselves first class, and when they reject you, you turn around and you begin to cry. You begin to expose the rest of us to danger. Exact thing the London boy is doing today. The exact thing P2B is doing today. The same P2B that came and told us that Biafra is dead. Today, look at the death. Look at the amount of death he's creating in the life of Biafran people. Look at the destruction of properties that he created to Biafran people. Look at the damages he has created with Biafra people. After he has accepted to be a slave under the Fulani people, now he wants to come and measure himself with them. And you think that the Fulani man will allow you? You are a dreamer. I was watching some videos that were coming out from Nigeria in their election. The Biafran people, we are not part of the election. But we cannot be silenced when we see our people being dehumanized. We cannot be silent when we see our people being maltreated. Blood is thicker than water. That is why we have to speak and we take actions. I saw one of our sister, Shoma Chukuka. Shoma Chukuka, one Nigeria has happened to her. It happened to her the first time. She thought it was a joke. And this time again, she came out. And this time, she almost lost her life. She barely ran into her car. She ran into her car and she was driving. She was even telling them, roll up the glass. At a stage, she was saying that I cannot die for Nigeria. No, you will die for Nigeria. You will die for Nigeria. At a stage, she said, I am tired. I am really tired. You are not tired. You are not. Stop deceiving yourself. You are not tired. You are not tired. If you